Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to BSV TV. I'm your host Satoshi, and on this show we'll be defending the one and only, truly genuine Bitcoin. The Bitcoin that Satoshi Nakamoto designed in his white paper as a peer-to-peer electronic cash system for the world. Let's get the disclaimers out of the way. So all the statements that you hear on this show are opinion and must only ever be taken as opinion. They are never to be taken as any form of advice, family, financial, sexual or otherwise. And on that note, let's sit back, relax, have some fun and enjoy the show. Get paid for your content in Bitcoin and set your own fee on Streamanity.
Yeah, I'm not surprised I wasn't asked why I'm convinced Craig is Satoshi. I posted on Reddit. He signed in my presence using the private key from block number one, the very first mined Bitcoin block, on a computer that I'm convinced had not been tampered with, on software I'm convinced that had not been tampered with, a message of my choosing.
At Enchain, we've just funded a number of universities doing, so far, a test up to 1 gigabyte because it validates what we've already done independently. We've tested up to 380 gigabyte blocks. We've tested 1 million transactions a second and transaction sizes up to 20 megabytes. Super complex scripts, basically ones that can run operating systems. That's basically all of global commerce times about 50. On top of that, we can have complex scripts. On top of that, we can scale each of those transactions 1,000 times, which effectively means about 1 billion transactions per second, which means we can then have all derivatives, all complex trades. That means high frequency trading. It means everything that happens globally.
Is the market that effectively BSV is going for, is that global e-commerce, which is currently valued at $29 trillion?
No, that's too small.
Buy and sell Bitcoin instantly at bsvgravity.com. And you can now book and pay for your winter holiday at skibsv.com. Good afternoon, everybody. It looks like we are live at 5 once again, rocking and rolling on this Sunday afternoon. What a weekend it has been. Let's crack onto it and get on with these figures. This is the crypto forecast, the strength of the system, the health of the network. So we've got Bitcoin with 0.6% of the hash rate, Bcrash with 1.2, Corecoin with 98. Network nodes, same as they ever were since November 15th, 2018, but that will change with time and price. Transactions, Bitcoin absolutely smashing it out of the ballpark. 74.5% of the transactions, leaving 25.5% for these other shitcoins to squabble over. Block size, again, Bitcoin absolutely smashing it, 63.4 in comparison to Bcrash, which is 3.6, and block size on Corecoin at 33. Let's have a look at these blocks that have come through, and we'll play spot the biggest block on Bcrash. So far, I can see a 483. Any more than that? Good grief. Shout if you let me know. That looks like it to me. Just going to cast my eye all the way back up to the top again. Is that seriously it? Not even half a kilo, or it's not even half a megabyte. Oh dear, oh dear. And we don't even need to bother looking at Corecoin because they've purposely restricted their block size to 1 megabyte. So that ain't going anywhere. So let's just have a quick look at Bitcoin, see what blocks we've mined. 2.5 megabytes, 3.6 megabytes, 4.1 megabyte TAL, 9.5 megabyte TAL. Again, TAL just chomping up these big blocks. 5.7 megabytes, a 5.8 megabyte block. Any other bigger ones on there? Oh, well, a little bit small today, but small, but certainly not in comparison to these shitcoins. But that's only because Bitcoin, we have high expectations of. What they don't tell me they've taken these shitcoin crash statistics away. I was really enjoying that. Like Hathor chomping away at all the small blocks on Bcrash, particularly Bcrash ABC. I thought that was really funny. But yeah, so we still got Hathor on Bitcoin, mining all the small blocks. keeping all those shitcoin enterprises away from the chain, which means we only get those workers, those enterprises who actually want to process transactions and build blocks on the network in order to process payments faster. That's what we want. Hash rate by network, yada yada yada. You know, hash rate again, it means absolutely nothing. It just represents the amount of investment going in the network. There's no such thing as a 51% attack because you cannot attack Bitcoin. You cannot change Bitcoin, just like you cannot change the concept of numbers. If you change the concept of 1, it is now no longer 1. It's the same with Bitcoin. Like, you know, it's yeah, that's what people don't understand. Hash rate is just purely the amount of investment somebody is willing to put into the network in order to get a return, due to the volume of transactions that they are probably going to process themselves. And they get paid in Bitcoin, so that's why they're going to do it. Bcrash versus Bitcoin, again, that will come with time. Proof of work by network, yeah, the other two chains will just simply stop after a while. Bcrash versus Bitcoin. Bcrash versus Bitcoin. And again, take these figures with a pinch of salt because again, the transaction fees are just basically in comparison to Coin that fluctuate all the time, depending on how many people are using the network, because it's a piece of shit. But it is currently 5,233 times cheaper to transact on Bitcoin than it is Coin. It's currently 0.4% more profitable to mine on Coin than Bcrash, and 0.13% more profitable to mine on Coin over Bitcoin. This is daily average Bitcoin block size by network, Bitcoin winning. Daily Bitcoin transactions by network, Bitcoin winning. Transactions per block, Bitcoin winning. Fees USD winning, absolutely smashing it. Fees Satoshis, Bitcoin absolutely smashing it. Block reward ratio, again, that'll come with time and price, that's all it is. Blockchain growth by network, laughing at Bcrash. Global hash rate, 7 days. F2 Pool macking it hard this week. Pooling doing pretty well. Binance up there having jumped off all the shit coins. Huobi's up there pushing BTC.com down into 5th place. And Ampool down in 6th. Global hash rate over 24 hours. Binance turning it up today. F2 Pool still leading the pack. Pooling and BTC.com down into 3rd and 4th, followed by Huobi and Antpool. Coin hash rate. So we've got F2 Pool. Yeah, see, look, Binance have focused all their shitcoin enterprise onto this other shitcoin, which is Coin. They've now got 15% of that. That cracks me up. Pooling, BTC.com, Huobi and Antpool. Yeah, all the big players on there. I mean, they're huge players. This is Bcrash, so again, Antpool, Bitmain, don't have a clue what they're doing. Utter shitcoin enterprises, total shitcoin enterprises, utter shit for brains. Total shit for brains. Anybody mining that piece of crap. And here we have Bitcoin. Oh, wow. So Huobi suddenly up to their game. Beating Hathor by 5%. Is that because there's more data coming through in the blocks? Maybe, but Tal's still up there chomping away at the larger blocks. Oh, it's just in the nick of time. So let's have a look then. Yeah, Mempool, Tal, Hathor, Tal, a bit via BTC in there. Oh, I was expecting to see more Huobi. That's Huobi, or maybe this is over 24 hours. Who knows? So let's have a look in slightly more detail then, as I wasn't expecting to see Huobi up there. So let's have a quick look. Alright, yeah, so Huobi starts around 13 hours ago. Right, wow, look at that. Huobi, yeah. So this was 17 to 18 hours ago. They were suddenly macking it hard on Bitcoin. Wow. Alright, yeah, interesting. Sometimes it's funny reading these messages that some of the miners put within the blocks. But yeah, there we go. Nice. Okay, and let's have a look at the shitcoin market. Here we go. coin crap. Let's have a little looky what we got here. Right then, so it looks like core coin down 1.2% over a 24-hour period. Let's see what it looks like in a week. I mean, again, they're limited as to how much it's going to pump by, because it doesn't do anything. So, you know, there's only a limited number of morons on the planet that would go in and buy it. It's not like the first time around where every man and his dog was piling in, because obviously it was Bitcoin back then. Well, you know, people hadn't had the opportunity really to understand what SegWit meant, and the fact that the Blockstream has centralized it and prevented the block size from scaling. So, yeah, they wouldn't have known, but the world was piling in. Whereas now, you know, there's only like a limited number of douchebags. Eventually, douchebags are going to run out. Like, you know, there is no interest shown in Google over, you know, what is Bitcoin or buy Bitcoin or any of those terms. So it's literally just, you know, FOMO and douchebagginess going on in there. So it's gonna stop. It's gonna stop. It's just basically like tether pumping, really. Again, you know, all these shitcoin traders, you know, dirty traders, not really knowing what to do with their money. Like, you know, core coin's gone up. They're just, oh, right, okay, well, that's gone up now. That's nearly hit all-time highs. In fact, let's just have a look at that. See how far away it was from actually the all-time high. Here we go. The all-time high was 19,339. And it looks like it's got to 18,693. I mean, that was exceptionally close, you know. So, yeah, I mean, like $650 away from its all-time high. I mean, yeah, it's impressive for now. Obviously, later it won't be. But I mean, to be honest with you, this spike here is no different from when it first hit a pound from 0.0003 of a cent, or, you know, a dollar. I mean, that's what that would have looked like. You know, it shot up to a dollar. And again, you know, when Bitcoin gets to, you know, 40 million, you know, $20,000 is going to be like microscopic, basically, which is what will happen to Bitcoin. But as we all know, Bitcoin is BSV, and none of these shitcoiners have figured it out. Good to see that coming back down, because I'm still going in, so I prefer lower prices, so I get better value for money. So it's still 16% up on the week, green on the month. Oh, 3-month low, yeah, all right. I mean, if that just came down a little bit more, that'd be great, but, you know, I mean, picking up Bitcoin for even, you know, less than $200 is insane. Like, absolutely insane. So, yeah, this is all of it, bobbing along there. So $181, just compare that to where it was previously at $181. I'm sure it would have been 2013. There we go, yeah, October 2013. So, yeah, so around, so September, October. So October 2013 was when Bitcoin was last around its current price, you know, and now all the fundamentals have been built. So very exciting times, very exciting times. Let's just have a quick look at Bitcoin Blocks Live for any newbies that might be tuning into my shows later on, because shitcoiners will never point them to these websites that actually demonstrate the utility and show them what's going on. Apart from the fact that shitcoiners wouldn't have a clue how to explain what we're looking at here anyway. So let's just see what's gone on here. So there was the 22 megabyte block. Would have been 4 days ago now, but yeah, I mean, this is fantastic to see. You know, all these are literally all the different variations, you know, proving that the chain can cope with various amounts and different size blocks being created and added to the chain. These are the transactions being broadcast on the network and then being put into the meme pool. So we have plain text metanet with so plain text is currently 78% or 79%. Metanet producing 20% of the overall transactions, and we've got prevepeergame.com, etched.page, and then Twitch with 0.1% of all transactions going in. But I mean, in the future, this is, well, I wonder how they'll. I mean, in the future, this top line here of transactions being broadcast to the network is literally just going to be going absolutely ballistic. It will be fun to watch. I mean, the system just amazes me. It blows me away every time I look closely at it, because I understand the functionality of it. So let's just have friendly newbies. This is a Bitcoin info chart. And then if you go to rich list, it tells you how many Bitcoin are in each wallet. I was just looking at this earlier because I found it quite fascinating. But look at this. So this is CoreCoin. And even with CoreCoin, there are only there is less than 1 million. So there's 665,129 wallets with between 1 and 10 BTC in them. You know, so I mean, obviously we need to add the rest of these numbers to it. But I mean, there's only 13,800. Oh no, 138,341. So we can put that up to like over one CoreCoin in there. So that would be 790,000, and then pretty much hardly anything after that, like 13,903, 2,104 with over 1,000 CoreCoin in them, and then only 110 with 10,000. But I mean, I would say that's rather reckless. Having over 10,000 to 100,000 BTC in a wallet. I'm assuming that those wallets must belong to miners, because these miners will be mining CoreCoin, and probably just there's no point in having them directed into different wallets, so they'll just be sat there. So these I'm pretty sure these wallets will belong to the miners, because in total, the number of wallets between 10,000 and 100,000 BTC in them value precisely 44 billion. Oh my god, 44,970,177,862 Whoa. And then there's only one wallet address that's got between 100,000 and 1 million BTC in it, and that equals 2.6 billion. Wow. So there is one wallet with $2.6 billion worth of CoreCoin in it. Wow. So again, I suggest that was an early miner, but not really bothered about CoreCoin because it's an absolute piece of shit, utter garbage. All that will be coming to Bitcoin. So let's see what the rich list is looking like on Bitcoin. Here we go. When it wants to load up, eventually. Come on, rich list. While I'm on a live show, no pressure. Right, here we go. So this is the genuine Bitcoin. So we, if you are lucky enough to have between 10 and 100 Bitcoin in your wallet, then you fall into the class. There are only 104,454 wallets with between 10 and 100 genuine Bitcoin in there. You know, it's amazing. But I would suggest, I wouldn't suggest, certainly wouldn't suggest keeping 1,000 BSV in a wallet. I would suggest, spreading them out over, multiple wallets. So I guess these people even, the number of wallets do not represent the number of people, is what I'm saying. There are far less people than there are wallets. So, adjust these figures accordingly in your own mind as to tell you whereabouts you are in the rich list of Bitcoin, which actually is a pretty good list of the wealthiest people in the world, or what will soon to be a collection of the wealthiest people in the world. Yeah, fascinating stuff, really fascinating stuff. So, what was that? What was that? Price BTC. Oh, okay, right, yeah. Quite a few number of charts on there. So, well, let's have a just look at active wallets while we're here. Let's go back. First to come up on bit info charts, and then we'll scroll down to active wallets, active addresses even. Here we go. And we'll take out BTC for now. And we'll just put, we'll go for last 3 months. Oh, yep, look at that. BSV, so it's, it basically, overtook it on about 22nd of this, September this year. And it's consistently stayed above it. More and more people using it. Let's compare that to Ethereum, shall we? So, oh, that's Ethereum Classic. Yeah, don't really want that. Good grief. ETH. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Gaining on Ethereum. Again, I mean, I'm only saying this because, you know, Ethereum's got the market cap there, and that's the one that everybody knows. But, you know, it's smart people are the people that are going to see this first. Smart people are the people who listen to my show that actually see what I'm doing. You know, like, oh my days. So that's that. Let's just jump into a bit of gossip. BlackRock's chief investment officer says Bitcoin could replace gold to a large extent. There's still this, like, I can't believe that people are falling for this, like, you know, digital gold narrative bollocks. I mean, it's such a load of crap. It makes no sense whatsoever. The chief decision maker for where BlackRock, the world's largest asset manager, invests its funds, said Bitcoin could take the place of gold to a larger extent because crypto is, quotes here, so much more functional than passing a bar of gold around. Yeah, but gold is useful to people. That's why it has a value. Core coin does nothing. It's an utter Ponzi scheme. It's hilarious. That's why it's not stable and, like, fluctuations goes up and down. Absolutely shocking. Yeah, and again, this is why the world needs Bitcoin. Yeah, I was furious when I saw that. I was heartbroken as well. But Bitcoin fixes all of this because you can see it. There's none of this, oh, did he, didn't he, oh, we're not sure where this is going, can't really see that. Oh, you know, we're limited as to how much information we can get legally. Bollocks. Everything is on chain. Everybody can see everything from now on. You know, honestly, the world needs Bitcoin so badly. So badly. Here we go. Great stuff. Right then, peeps, hope you enjoyed your weekend. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Have a relaxing day. And as ever, be aware, take care, stay safe out there. Joy given. Catch you later. BuyBSV.live, the best place to buy Bitcoin SV online. Get paid for your content in Bitcoin and watch the full episode on Streamanity for just 20 cents. Go to www.satoshi.tv. See the link in the description below. Bitcoin, one world, one chain.
Yeah! One vision.